Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment. Wake your glass up. What's going on, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope you had a good one. Today is March 19th, 2025, the year of our Lord. The time is now 7:30 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. Once again, I am your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. I know it's not up there on the screen anymore, but K-O-F-A. Thank y'all all for being in here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all with Randy. Appreciate everybody.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful art. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And
bring it back on me. Thank y'all for being in here once again. You see the Cash App, you see the PayPal. Y'all know how to use them. You've been in these YouTube streets long enough. You know how to use super chats and super stickers. Thank y'all once again for any donations you guys give. It helps the channel to grow. I am building a new website with new merch. That'll be coming probably closer toward the end of the month once I get it really where I like it. But what you will do if you don't want to donate is hit the like button. Take your shoes off when you come in my house.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Hit the like button. The like button is free. I'm going to go ahead and get to y'all comments. Thank everybody again for being in here. Where are we at? Brother Corey Joe, first comment of the night. He says, Kofa cooking with fish grease.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Sister Felicia back at it 2 times in a row. It had been a little minute since I seen you, sis. Appreciate you being in here. She says, good evening, Kofa, mods, chat. I hope everyone is doing well.
You go, girl!
Yes, ma'am. Another humble reminder, hit the like button. Button on your way in or button on your way out. Even if you just stick your head in the door, throw your hand up, say, hey, Kofa, I'm just stopping through. Hey, I don't know who the hell you are, but hit the like button while you're in here. Appreciate it. Brother Malika in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Sister Almond always. Hey, y'all.
You go, girl!
Appreciate you being in here. My YouTube brother, my partner, Broken Traditions in the building. He says, G.R.O.W.T.H ENT. Yes, sir, we building. Sister Gail, moderator extraordinaire.
You go, girl!
Appreciate that chat. I think it was about a week ago, sis. Love checking in with you. Glad everything's going good your way. Keep on grinding and don't let the haters stop you from being great. We both know who the fuck we're talking about. But let's keep on sliding. BT says salute to everybody in the chat. Let's keep on sliding. All right, we caught up. So tonight we are going to be discussing how being a black Superman in the community just ain't enough. Often we are overworked and overlooked. Y'all see the thumbnail. Again, sometimes it just ain't enough. So we got a gumbo mix of videos that I'm going to react to and discuss. But again, this is just a snapshot into what a lot of brothers are dealing with. I think I got like 2 sisters' voices on here we're going to hear from. But brothers, we are simple creatures. Don't let that change. Do not try to mold and shape yourself based off society's standards. You know what you're supposed to be doing as a man. You know what traditional manhood looks like. And it's crazy that everybody wants to talk about traditional manhood and how it doesn't matter, or we don't give a fuck about traditionalism until we don't get it. Then it becomes a problem. So we're going to lead off with this first video. Don't know how long I'm going to be on here tonight, but we are going to get through this. Excuse me. So we can go ahead and have this discussion. Y'all make sure y'all interact in the chat. I love y'all for being in here. Let's see. Go ahead and share it. Hit somebody up. Text them. Share it on your Facebook. Whatever the case may be. Let's get some more people in here. And salute to any new subscribers. I think I had one while I was setting everything up. I forgot the person's name. I'm sorry because it didn't pop up right now. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you to all the new subs I got. Let's go ahead and get to cooking. Brothers, pay close attention. Again, I've asked y'all before, has there ever been a random older black man that just stopped you and gave you some good advice? And this is one of those times.
There are three things the black man especially got to be aware of. Sex, money, and opportunity. When the devil comes, he come at you with one of those 3. Sometimes all 3. And if you ain't true to what you claim you about, you gonna fall victim. I'm sorry for you brothers that's going through it, but to your own self, you got to be true. Is this how you want to teach your sons when they come up? Bang them and leave them? Or if you get a wife, cheat on them? We had to have learned something from those who went before us who did all of this. And we still playing the same dumb, stupid game. Wasn't you instructed that the last trick the devil will use will be his woman? You think you pulling her, nigga? He giving her to you.
I gotta pause it right there, bro. That shit blew my mind when he said that. You think you pulling, old girl? He giving her to you. That's to offset your shit. And once again, I talk about the sisters, I'm talking to the brothers. We have to also start making better decisions about the women that we're dealing with. Cool, you want to do your little fun thing on the side, you're not taking nobody serious. Nobody can stop you from doing that. You're a grown-ass man. I know how people react to other things, other brothers in the community like we saw last night. But you think you pulling that. He set that trap there for you to fall, for you to fold. You think you pulling her, nigga, he's giving her to you.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Let's keep going.
That's part of the plan. And you fell for it. Wake up. Keep your thing in your pants, and you can keep your money in your pocket. Stop acting like a hood rat and start acting like the king that you is.
Stop acting like a hood rat. Start acting like the king you are, which many brothers are walking in that energy.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
My focus for tonight is to keep brothers on their fucking square. Do not fold to temptation, not just with women, but trying to get this bread. Do not fall to temptation of society that's going to have you complaining all the time about the system that, white folks this, everything under the sun. We get caught up in such a rut sometimes when we're doing these day-to-day tasks. Again, we're going down the checklist. This society, the black community in general, has told us that we're supposed to do as men, and then we're not getting the reward a lot of times. The work that you're doing, brothers, is going to be a lot of delayed gratification. You're going to have to wait. It's not going to tip until you about 45, 55 years old. Again, men in general, but speaking to black men specifically, men in general, we do not hit our stride until 35 to 45. Your maximum earning potential is not going to come until damn near right before your retirement age at 55. Stay the fucking course. We need older cats like that to start sharing this information. I know we all the time, we say fuck the kids, but then that young boy is going to grow up. He going to be that young man that just needs you to stop him on the street. Hey, bro, have you ever thought about it like this? Have you ever tried this? Have you ever looked at it this way? Let me get to y'all comments real quick. DG in the building. I appreciate you, good brother. Let me see where you at with comment. He said, salute to you, brother. Thank you for being in here. He said, yes, we are the kings. We got to stop walking in that plantation mindset. Brother Malika says, words of wisdom, indeed. Corey Joe says, facts. BT says, facts. Pedantic in the building again. He says, peace, Kofa, in chat. Thank you, good brother.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
I appreciate you being in here. But yes, brothers, keep walking in that kingdom, and I'm going to show you the results of what happens when you don't. I'm going to show you what it looks like. You know, I try to walk things in a timeline so it makes sense when we're going through these lives. I'm not just up here, you know, talking shit like so many other people say that brothers with podcasts or YouTube channels are doing. But again, that brother dropped the bomb. This other brother getting ready to drop another one. And it's something that we see that we still don't speak too often of. But so many brothers are walking in and we get bogged down with it every day. And we'll keep running it like that. We'll just say that we get bogged down in this every day and we get caught up in it.
There's an unwritten rule, by the way, in the black community that there is somewhat of a hierarchy when it comes to respect. At the top of that hierarchy are old black women and grandmothers. Below them are black mothers. Below them are black women and girls, regardless of whatever their age is. Below them are old black men. Below them are black fathers. And at the very bottom are black men and black boys. And this skewed pyramid of phony respect often overrides truth and accountability, replacing it with dysfunction and hypocrisy.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Overriding truth with hypocrisy. Again, how often do we get bogged down in this? I'm gonna run that back because that hierarchy he gave is spot on. We got to run that back one more time.
There's an unwritten rule, by the way, in the black community that there is somewhat of a hierarchy when it comes to respect.
I'm gonna pause it right there. It's not somewhat. This is what it is, brother. I'm not sure who the brother is. I take a lot of my clips from either TikTok or usually Instagram. So sometimes the content creators information isn't up there. Sorry for that. But again, the brother's speaking truth, and it's not a somewhat. I'm going to say he's spot on with this.
At the top of that hierarchy are old black women and grandmothers. Below them are black.
Pause it again. Old black women. They could be grandmothers and grandmothers. Again, pay attention to the mother trope. We're going to cap off with that. Pay attention to that, brothers. I don't want you to fold under some of this pressure that's being put on us as black men in general and black fathers.
Mothers. Below them are black women and girls, regardless of whatever their age is. Below them are old black men. Below them are black fathers. And at the very bottom are black men and black boys. And this skewed pyramid of phony respect often overrides truth and accountability, replacing it with dysfunction and hypocrisy.
Bring it back on me. I'm going to give that brother another one.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
BT says, now that was a bar. That was crazy. Indeed. BT also says right back at it, he says, I never heard the hierarchy in our culture laid out this so directly. Indeed. Brother Malika says, Kofa, one of the biggest struggles from my 20s to 40s is delayed gratification. At 53, I'm finally learning how to be patient, and it's greater later. It's about the journey, not the destination.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Indeed, good brother. One more time. It's about the journey, not the destination. You are going to learn as you grow, brothers. You are going to make your hiccups. Again, I lined this up for a reason. So we had heard a good word from two brothers. Now I'm getting ready to show you what it looks like when you don't have that word, where you don't understand the storm. Hold on, back this mic up. Am I kind of loud? Was I getting the echo too when the video was playing? Y'all let me know. I'm trying to get my mic in a better position. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like when brothers are taking on the world and they feel like the world is on their shoulders, especially when they're younger.
Gang, so you telling me this the reality for a man? That's it, bro? Nigga, I just got off of work. It's 2:56 in the morning. I don't have nobody to talk to, gang. I don't got nobody to comfort me, gang. I don't got nobody to tell me that it's okay, gang. I have nobody to talk to, gang. And even if I did, I still can't tell them how I feel because I don't like being vulnerable. I don't like feeling vulnerable. Even if I did explain how I feel, they wouldn't care, bro. Wouldn't nobody care. They gonna say, well, keep your chin up, keep your head up. What the f you think I've been doing this whole time, bro? Niggas is tired, bro. Yes, I might be a man, but niggas get tired of thugging, bro. I'm gonna be.
bring it back on me. Obviously, a young cat working at Amazon, getting off at 2, 3 in the morning, and he's tired. He's tired of doing the work. He's probably seeing his friends go out and do whatever they want to do. But I would encourage this young brother, if I was sitting here talking to him face to face, like I'm talking to y'all now, I hope he sees this. If anybody out there knows who young bro is, what people are telling you to hold on and keep working through it and all that is, don't dismiss it. I know it sounds like a dismissive type of advice to give, but trust me, bro, I done been there. My senior year of college, when I first had my daughter, I think she was born in January. I graduated like in August. For those 8 months, I was getting like 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep. This included weekends, because I was a full-time student. I was working 2 different jobs and trying to spend as much time with my newborn as I could. I know what it looks like when you up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work. I know what it looks like when you're off at 3 o'clock in the morning and you don't have nobody to talk to, bro. And then throughout the day in class or at work, you're hearing about this fun time, or somebody did this, or simply we just lounging. I wish I could lounge, but the young brother doesn't understand. And I would also encourage him to do what Kevin Samuels was saying, doing, because I saw how it worked for me. Putting in those 60-hour work weeks, fuck what everybody else is doing, bro. And he may be going through something else internal where he can't go to anybody, where he feels like he can't talk to anybody because he said he doesn't like being vulnerable. But again, this is where we are, because we got this hierarchy of respect in the black community. He can't even open up to anybody because then he's whining. Then he's complaining. Young bro with a job. He said, bro, you get tired of thugging it out. That's what he meant by thugging. Not running the streets, shooting up shit. Not one of these, what we call them, little YNs running around, breaking in cars and shit. You get tired of thugging that shit out, bro. And then mentally, it starts to take you on physically and breaking you down. Then it starts affecting your health internally. And there's so many brothers that continuously do this. And I know I told y'all before, it's different levels of 40. I'm talking to some cats not even scratching 50 yet, but they feel like they got a foot in the grave, bro. Stop doing this shit to yourself. Do the work. Know that the reward is coming later. Make sure the work you're doing is going to reward you. These little penny jobs, this dealing with this chick over here, that one over there, whatever the case, whatever's getting you off of your path, you know what the fuck you want to do, but you won't do it. One of the young boys, we're going to get to the next video. One of the young boys that I was mentoring with loved animals, cats, dogs, would be out doing something in the community, little stray dog would come straight up to him. He just had it like that. His secret, fucked up as it is, his secret was he wanted to be a veterinarian. But because of the people he was around, including his family, including his mother, being a veterinarian sounded too much like being a doctor. Going to school, boy, you better find a job, or just over broke. You better find a job. Couldn't tell his boys, nigga, you want to play with puppies? And when he was confiding in some of his mentors, he sounded just like that young boy that was just on the screen. That young man, excuse me. He sounded just like that young man that was on the screen. Breaking like, bro, I can't tell nobody this. I can't tell my boys I want to. So again, it's fucked. It's a secret that I want to have a profession and actually get out of the hood. I can't talk to my family. I can't talk to my friends. I don't know what it was that day that he broke down and told us, but I don't even think, bro, he's still, as much as we tried to pour into him and encourage him and find him resources, I don't even think he went down the path because he was so worried about that hierarchy of respect. They see that shit. They know they're down here. They want to do everything in their power to get up here, including that fake it until you make it bullshit that we keep shoving in the black community. You skip all these steps and you end up missing the ones that you should be going through to learn those lessons. So when you get up here, look good, then you fuck up with some shit that you should have known, but you skip the steps. Then you fall all the way back down to square one, if not below that. So brother, stay on your path. I'm showing this for a reason. We're going to end with a with the older brother. But I had to put a cap on this because, again, being this Superman ain't enough. And I know we feel like that. I'm saying it ain't enough for the community. When you hear me say that tonight, that it ain't enough, it's for the community, society at large. Bro, you got to make sure it's enough for you. You got to make sure it's enough for you so you can better take care of those that you do love. But you also have to watch that shit like we getting ready to see. You taking care of home, but is home taking care of you? Let me get to y'all comments. Excuse me. Sister Felicia says, well said. Sister Gail says, ain't but 5 things out here. Well, I say, hookah, Henny, hot wings, hoes, and heartbreak.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Okay, Gail said the sound is good. I appreciate it. BT says, Mike sound nice. I forgot what rapper said that. BT always quoting, giving hip-hop quotes. BT said, I seen this video. This really hits different. I hope he grow from this. BT can tell you he used to work on cars. He still does, but at a lower level. He used to work on cars. I used to work on bank trucks. I told y'all what it's like when you, again, getting off at 3 o'clock in the morning, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That shit look different, bro. And looking back, like BT said, this shit, the reality hits different. When you're in that space, it's like, damn, man, I need to call. This crazy shit happened at work, man. You can't even call and joke with your boys because he sleep or he laid up with a chick or they out partying, and you got to be right the fuck back up in another 6 hours to go to your second job or hopefully get a good night's rest so you can go back in and do the same thing all over again. I know what that feels like, bro. Brother Malika says, no one cares about black man's pain.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brother Malika right back at it. He says, black men, we must protect our dreams and goals. Ignorance, fear, and hate are generational diseases that destroy legacies and opportunities.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
I'm gonna need that YouTube channel out of you, Malika. Let's keep on cooking, y'all. Again, the hierarchy. This is where it starts at. Pay attention.
Dealt with being a people pleaser for a long time.
Oh.
And I think that stemmed from childhood. I wanted to feel like I was a part of something. And it was scary. You know what I mean? It was scary having to feel like I wasn't enough. And I accomplished a whole lot, but I still had doubts of like who I really was. So for me, I had to build myself up a bunch of times. And I think people get scared when they fall because they don't really know how to rebuild. I had to rebuild a lot. I lost myself a few times and I had to rebuild that person I wanted to be.
Right.
Now I'm the person I want to be now. You know what I mean?
And how did that rebuilding happen? Like, I know you talked about ayahuasca, the retreat. Outside of that, was there anything that you did that you felt like, yo, this was really impactful for me during that time?
Man, I remember one time I was in a really toxic situation.
I'm gonna pause it right. Damn. Excuse me, y'all. If you found value in this clip, follow Express Yourself Black Man. I wanted to pause it right there. Give credit to the content creator. I appreciate this little short clip because it hit home for me. Again, Express Yourself Black Man. Y'all holler at them, follow them. I got to go do the same. Let me bring it back on me. Throat been scratchy. This pollen starting to kick up. Anywho, but I know that how that feels to be a people pleaser. Again, because I'm gonna just talk about my childhood. As an older brother, I always had to watch out for my younger brother. I really didn't have the older cousins to look up to glean off of. My father was in the home, but he was always working as well. He was active duty military, y'all know that. But again, making sure my brother was good so my mama was happy. Making sure my mama and grandmama were happy so I could go outside and play with my friends. A lot of stuff that people don't realize about young black men, we start learning how to maneuver and sometimes manipulate. So when the sisters are talking about brothers manipulating women, I get it. But y'all don't understand that starts in childhood. I have to keep my mama happy so I don't get my ass whooped. I gotta make sure grandmama happy again so I can go outside and play with my friends, or maybe she'll make me that pound cake that she makes. We learn how to move around women when we're young, and that creates a habit of people pleasing. Next thing you know, you're the young cat on the job, making sure he do his job, but then he get off and ain't nobody in his corner. He don't want to feel vulnerable because he's never been allowed to feel vulnerable. He always had to be the Superman. And again, It just ain't enough. So brothers, you have to focus on yourself. Let me bring Malika's comment back up. Black men, we must protect our dreams and goals. Ignorance, fear, and hate are generational diseases that destroy legacies and opportunities. I'm big on the opportunity. Don't see the problem, see the opportunity. Again, I keep telling y'all, uphill is the way. Everybody, again, wants to move forward in life, right? You also want to go up in life, correct? The only direction that goes forward and up at the same time is uphill. Uphill is the way. So make sure, again, that you're enough for you. Know that the work you're doing, know that the work that you're doing is going to come to fruition at a later time. But it's going to come when you need it. It's going to come when you earned it. And when it drops, all that hard work that you didn't think was amounting to anything, it's gonna blow you back. Like the guy said, he built himself up to where he is now. But even in accomplishing those things, he didn't even feel comfortable when he was accomplishing things. But he had to work to a point where he's at now, and he's happy with who he is. But again, that adversity is gonna come. Uphill is the way. Let's go on to the next. Hold on, where was that? Oh, Malika, answer your question, BT. He said, Salt and Pepper did My Mic Sounds Nice in 1988. There go your hip hop reference for the night, y'all. Appreciate it. Again, people pleasing. What does that lead to? Conversation from KS.
The level of disrespect all men are asking is for women to be nice and cooperative. That is it. They're not asking for you to be supermodels, IG models. They're just asking, can you just be nice, cooperative, fit, and childless? Is that much to ask for?
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Again, there goes the relationship trope. All brothers are asking for is some kindness. And again, it's not enough. All the heavy lifting, the things that we've dealt with, again, the secrets we've kept, the work we put in, the overlooking things on our own part, that doesn't help the community, brothers. Start calling that shit out when it happens, and it might have to be your family, as we see later on. But again, KS just summed that shit up. All we're asking for a lot of times from our women is some kindness, fitness, and cooperation. Again, you don't got to be an IG model, but let's keep the story going. Let's see what happens when you do that work again, and it ain't enough.
Tia bitch who got caught cheating by her football boyfriend. He asked her to leave. She beats him up. He go to jail. Y'all not up here talking about how horrible of a woman she is. Oh, bitch, but if the roles were reversed, oh, cancel men this, men that. Y'all bitches would have canceled Father's Day if the roles were reversed. Why the fuck y'all don't never say nothing when bitches is doing shit to niggas? And that's why I make these videos once again, because y'all be having everything one-sided. Yeah, some fucked up niggas in the world, cool, but it's some fucked up bitches too. Let's not get that shit twisted. But y'all bitches just think y'all can't do no wrong in the world, so everything is perfect with y'all. By the looks of y'all fucking panties, I know shit ain't perfect.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Y'all remember the story last night from the esthetician that was talking about these chicks got crumbs in the front and doo-doo balls in the back when she get ready to go down there and wax them. And like chicks, like sis said, from the looks of your panties, I know you ain't got it all together. But this is brother Xavier Worthy. I forgot what team he plays for. But this is the football player that something didn't feel right in him. I'm gonna stay on this right now. I'm not gonna bring it all the way back on me. But something didn't feel right in his soul, so he hired a private investigator to see what his girlfriend was up to. Found out she was cheating. So again, you got an NFL superstar. Somebody I believe said he was like 21 or 22, first year in the league, worth $13 million. Again, we just heard from Kendra G last night, and everybody coming on her show wants the same type of man. He got to be this tall. He got to have this type of money. If an NFL player gets cheated on, what the fuck hope do you have as a regular guy if you pick the wrong woman? But there's so many women out here that feel like they're good women. We've all fallen for that, Kofa included. I'll say Kofa especially. Good job, go to school, all that. Prim, proper looking. His girlfriend was a track star in her own right. She see Adidas on her jersey. She has a deal with Adidas. He addresses her cheating. Now I'm going to bring it back on me. He addresses her cheating. She flies off the handle, puts hands on him. He calls the police. Who do the police take to jail? Him. 21 years old, multi-millionaire already, getting ready to lose his career and his livelihood and his reputation. He didn't beat her. She beat him. He got arrested. But they ended up dropping all the charges. I wish he would put charges back on her, but I know a lot of young men won't do that. Again, because of this given hierarchy that we know exists. I'm glad the brother said it earlier out loud, but we know that exists, but that's how we move as young men, as boys, young men, and grown men a lot of times. We got to let that hierarchy go, bro. When the disrespect is there, you check it and you move accordingly. You don't have to forgive. You damn sure don't have to forget. You just have to move better. Again, you matter. You're not crazy. He's not crazy. That's why he hired a private investigator. I want you to make better choices. For younger cats like that, younger cats like the young dude who's working at Amazon, Uncle Kofa's job is to get you smarter quicker. For brothers in my age group and up, my job is to put things in perspective, bro. You are not that bad. You're not the devil, bro. It's cats out here dogging women, and they get a pass because of his childhood and all that. Some of us went through the same fucked up shit and still ain't out here causing all this havoc in the community. But yet and still, Superman, and it ain't enough. So I just want to put that again in perspective for what Kevin Samuels was saying, what we're looking for. The brother thought he had it, and look what happened. And I'm not trying to be negative and put all this negative stuff in the atmosphere. I just want y'all to know that it's a possibility, because when it happens again, we always act like it's the first time it happened. Nobody ever gives a young man heads up that, hey, this could possibly be it. Again, that's why I started with that older brother in the first part of the video. Watch your pockets, watch the women you deal with. In short, watch your money and watch how you control your dick. Let me get to y'all comments. Where we at? Bam, there we go. Brother Malika says, Kofa, Kevin Samuels and BGS stated this. Black women are raised to survive. Black men are raised to survive. Black men are raised to serve. We brothers are never raised or allowed to place. Damn it, lost it. We brothers are never raised or allowed to place ourselves, goals, and desires first.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
I say it all the time. Whatever that woman has going on in life, when a new man comes into the picture, even if he's been there a while, he is secondary to everything. It's so many women that have chosen their dogs over men. Everything that man has going on in life, that's secondary to the woman that he's with. She got to be first. We can't even be second. Kids come before us. Family comes before us. School comes before us. The job comes before us. What she working on coming before us. Her business comes before us. Right on down to a damn cat or a dog will come before a man. Well, the dog gonna be here when you leave. My friend's gonna be here when you leave. I've heard that from the women I've dealt with and their friends. Cut bait. Cut bait ASAP. Stop trying to play Superman. Stop sitting in that shit and trying to figure it out and make it work. We've been inundated with that type of information and advice. Well, make it work. Well, maybe you weren't strong enough. Well, you should have did this. And you going down the checklist. And at the end of the day, still ain't enough. Get the rest of y'all comments. BT with the super sticker, $10. He say, lemon character moving in excitement because he knows I don't have my YouTube up. So I have to read the description for the super sticker. I appreciate that 10 spot. Let me see what I'm going to hit you with. BT, you a married man, so I'm going to take this money and go overseas and have a good time.
I got the money for the pussy.
What?
I got the money for the pussy.
Back on me. That shit is fucking hilarious. Yes, I know it's wrong. She said he can't go back over there with her brothers, but that shit is fucking hilarious to me. The little man is excited about some shit. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. Let's keep on going. Brother Malika says, facts on the video. BT says, Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Sister Gail talking about these nasty bras and they draws. You know who taught me that women were nasty? The women that I was in basic training with in the Army. It'd be one or two chicks, you know, we can't touch a woman for like 9 weeks. So we looking, you got what we call basic training eyes. And we like, man, what's up with so-and-so? Them chicks was like, that nasty bitch.
Nasty bitch.
They opened up. It was like one real pretty chick. They was like, she is nasty. Like, we've seen the inside of her drawers because she'll just leave them in the floor. And y'all don't want that. That's who put me on game about that. So anytime I hear a woman talking about it, I know she's telling the truth and not just hating. Brother Malika said, Brother Xavier plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. Pedantic said, we're cooked, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I don't even know how pedantic sound, but I do believe I just read that shit and heard it in your voice. Let's keep on going. So again, we got these young boys out here they out here hustling, trying to get it. Then they take a L. But brother Alpharonomy, I think it's Alpharonomy on YouTube. The brother, just watch how many relationships we've seen fail that I know some of y'all forgot about. But just watch how many that he displays as he's talking.
Man, out here in this world, man, you ain't got no business putting on no foolishness from no bra. You ain't got no business. If you have built the life that you want for yourself, man, why you out here putting up with foolishness from a woman? When you put yourself together and get yourself in line as a man, you ain't got time to be wasting that or risking that on no woman, especially a woman that didn't help you get to where you are. The only woman who deserves a little bit of leeway is a woman who put in work to help you get to where you are. You got to make a woman contribute to your life or she's not going to value it. When you meet a woman, you got to weigh your life against
I'm going to pause it right there because bro just dropped a bomb.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
You got to see the work she's going to put in on your life or she's not going to value it. Matter of fact, I'm going to run that back a little bit.
Value it. When you meet a woman, you got to make a woman contribute to your life or she's not going to value it. When you meet a woman, you got to weigh your life against the value of that woman. That way you will never overvalue a woman. Because no woman you meet is going to have any value when you compare.
Look at Gary. Look at Gary. God damn it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Was so happy with his black queen. The president of motherfucker sitting right there. And they finally divorced. And I think he had to break off some good bread. And the kids pretty much fucking grown. But anyway, let's keep letting it roll.
Her to your life. Stop comparing women to women. Compare women to your life. Because if she come into your world, that's what you're giving her access to. Compare her value to the value of your life, and you will never overvalue her. When you compare the value of the two, you will understand the need to protect your value from this woman. She has to show value in order to get access to the value. You done let a low-value woman into your high-value life. See, there's no high-value man or high-value woman. That's not it. High value and low value is about life. If you got a high value life like Xavier Worthy had, you don't bring a low value woman into your high value life. You're an idiot if you bring a low value woman into your high value life. You just can't do it. How do you avoid this? You got to protect your space.
Back on me. What am I going to give him?
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Protect your space. Xavier, again, young dude, NFL, tall, millionaire. Still ain't enough. His woman, again, got her own job, got her own endorsements, boss chick. They look good together. Young bro just as happy as he want to be. Until.
But wait, it gets worse.
I had to go ahead and hit that ahead of time. Let's keep on scrolling. Now watch how, again, we done looked at the young dude. We done heard advice from older guys, saw how the young guys move when they don't have that wisdom yet, when they don't have that experience. Now we're going to look at a seasoned vet in the game and how he handles things. But let me get the BT's comment real quick. BT says, I had this gorgeous customer come to my shop to get her car detailed, and her wig stunk in her trunk so bad I could never look at her the same.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
A lot of these pretty chicks, that's what they are. They throw on the hair weave, the makeup, the eyelashes, all that stuff. Because they don't know how to cook, they don't know how to clean, they don't know how to clean themselves. Again, shout out to my grandmama, R.I.P.
You go, girl.
Baby, if she can't clean a house, she can't clean a pussy. Let's keep on going. Brother RBN in the building. He says, I finally got a notification.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
RBN says, yes, I'm Black Superman. And the thing about Black Superman, I'm glad you said that, because I'm glad a lot of brothers know the work that we're putting in. When you get that gut punch, a lot of times a woman is our kryptonite. Like, accountability is their kryptonite. Well, I got this green behind me. A woman could be your kryptonite, bro. Lois was not fucking with Clark Kent. Lois wanted Superman, not knowing that Clark Kent was Superman. Clark Kent was the disguise. He had to shrink himself to protect himself. Again, he had the Fortress of Solitude, but he had to shrink himself so the rest of the world didn't expect everything from him. I don't care what cartoon version, comic book version, movie version, or television version of Superman that you watch. He always has to go back and hide himself to protect himself. The woman that he loves, he can't even be his true self because he's actually Superman. Clark Kent was the disguise. She didn't want that guy. She wanted who he was because he was in the NFL, because he was in the NBA, because he hit a lick on the stocks, because he got that good job in tech, and now he is making upwards of 6 figures. She wanted who he was, and she still couldn't allow him a safe space to the point where he could be that all the time. So, bro, you got to watch, know who you are, know you're Superman, and walk in that shit. Fuck what society thinks. Don't go into the phone booth and turn back into Clark Kent. Get your Fortress of Solitude. And it's crazy with Superman. He always used to go to the Fortress of Solitude and talk to an image of his father. Find you a mentor. We did that show a couple of weeks ago. Find you a mentor, man. Somebody that you can lean on when you are in those times of getting off at 3 o'clock in the morning, like that young brother was. But again, walking that Superman. Stop hiding from society. Stop going down this bullshit hierarchy that we talked about earlier. Let's keep on going. Now, again, we're going to watch this brother and how he handles it, because you can tell that he's a seasoned veteran.
My name is Crystal. I'm 33 and I'm a CAD designer and marketing specialist.
Already.
So the 50-50, I can do 50-50, but I also know that life happens sometimes. So what would you do, like, if you're in a situation where you can't do 50-50 anymore?
Well, I can't do 50-50. Baby, let me explain something. I'm doing 100-100. So I'm doing it all. If I got a woman with character and integrity that I can trust, this is how I operate. If you're a woman that show me you got integrity, you can have my check, and I'm gonna trust that you can do what you're supposed to do with it. Mm-hmm. And then, I'm gonna trust that you're gonna take care of me in a manner I need to be taken care of, because I'm giving all for my family. I'm a family man. I grew up. My dad is still in my life. My dad is still with my mom. I grew up in Mississippi, and that's the type of lifestyle I grew up in. So I'm big on family, and I watched my dad and mom. They grew up with a work together, and so I'm from a very humble beginning. And so I put home over house. So some people want the house, they want the look. I want the home, I want the family.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Salute to that brother. It was so many women on that particular God damn, that particular episode. Excuse me, y'all. I'm telling you, this weather change is fucking me up. It's so many women on that particular episode that popped a balloon because he mentioned 50-50. Then he expounded on it, was like, what I'm saying is, I'm giving you 100. I'm expecting that from you, and we meet in the middle. A lot of people just hear 50-50 and it's automatically about finances. Hey, I can go and make this amount of money, but I'm going to trust you with the household. That's your job as a woman. I'm going to trust you to build it. And it's a lot of brothers that did that, again, Xavier, and then they get the short end of the stick. So again, you got to be able to walk in your Superman, still handle things yourself until you do find that right woman. I'm glad she held on to her balloon. I didn't watch the whole episode, but I know as soon as that 50-50 came out his mouth, a lot of chicks went, it sounded like they was just damn shooting, just started popping balloons left and damn right. Then it was another person that he was speaking to. It might have been the same chick, but he was speaking and he was like, so cool, you don't want to do 50-50. Are you willing to live under my $70,000 salary? Again, saying, I'm still Superman. A lot of women pop their damn balloon again because you're Superman and it still ain't enough. That's the whole premise of tonight's live. Brothers are tired, especially as older brothers get. Now, he handled it well. Now, imagine going home by yourself after articulating yourself, explaining yourself very well, being very clear, and going right back to that same job. But you just had a slew of women deny you. And we saw last night the type of guy that got accepted. Now, that brother clean cut, but he had a whole bunch of tattoos. He could play the thug role if he wanted to come on there, but he told him, hey, I'm a school teacher. I'm making $70,000 a year. What we gonna do? The other brother went down a list of women and told them, I fucked you, you're a 6, your pussy was a 4, hers was like an 8. It was like, excuse me, it was like 12 women on there, and he had hit half the line on this Pop the Balloon show where he's supposed to be trying to find a date, but he done already slept with half of the people on there. And then the brother stopped himself from even naming any more women. So we see how some women react to that type of dude. Then we got the brother that just came off the screen, legit, working a good job, making good money. But for a lot of women, again, that Superman, that provider, still ain't enough. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Where we at? Brother Malika says, never judge a book, the female, by its cover. BBL, weaves, wigs, nails, big boobs, fake smile, etc. Don't leave out the tattoos, bro. I had to learn that. It's a lot of stuff over, not the BBLs, but I let go of the wigs and weaves because that's what black women do. What you talking about? You must not like black women. You love some white girls. I overlooked it. Certain tattoos, nothing too crazy. I overlooked that shit.
This is letter L, upper and lowercase letter L.
That's what the fuck that got me. Holding a goddamn L. Let's keep on going. Brother BT with a $7.42 super chat. You gotta let me know the significance. He says that Superman part needs to be clipped and made a short. I got you, good brother. Brother Malika says, well stated. Thank you. Sister Gail says, I don't think he belongs on that show at all.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Sister Gail says, I haven't worn a wig or weave in years. All that hair y'all see on Gail picture, that shit hers. Sisters, just take your time with it. Let it grow. I'm not going to harp on that tonight. That's another live. Oh, let me bring that down. Where are we at? Yeah, just wanted to show that 50-50. And then Anthony Mackie. He done set the interwebs on fire because of how he's raising his boys. But again, what he just said is what I plan to do with y'all YouTube nephew crown. So I'm going to have a little man this weekend. Y'all probably see him on camera a little bit. But this was a gem to me. And it was simple. It was to the point. And this is how so many black fathers move. But they get told they're mean. They're evil. My daddy was a tyrant until that man go in the grave. Again, like I said at the top of the show, it's crazy as hell. We're craving black masculinity and leadership. Then when the brother doesn't do something that you want, society, black community, black women, when he doesn't do something your selfish ass want, now all of a sudden he's not masculine. Then when the brother walks the fuck away with the passport, starts dating outside his race, Now it's where the black men at. He was already right there. You threw him away. Had to tell a sister one time, ain't no black man chasing behind white women. Y'all just dropping us off on their front steps.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let's get into Anthony Mackie.
I keep my boys humble. Like, my boys have never had a pair of Jordans. You know, my boys don't do all that internet fly shit. I'm like your kids. And no, I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid. Do not. And my oldest gets it. My 15-year-old, he tell the other ones, he's like, yo, don't make dad mad. Because once you get one that's right, he gonna straighten the other ones out. So it's just that thing of, in the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities, for one reason or another.
Pause it there, gotta go ahead and hit him.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Whatever the reasoning is, we have seen this happen. From the pandemic with Black Lives Matter to DEI. Again, a grown-ass man can think he's a female fucking penguin and we're supposed to accept that shit.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
This is why so many black males, and it's again only 20% of us that voted for Donald Trump. But it's so many black males still on the back end like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I'm kind of happy that motherfucking office. I got tired of this. I got tired of hearing about that. I got tired of this feminism shit. I got tired of taking my kids out and I got to explain to my son when we get in the car why that lady had a beard, or why that man had on a dress. Let's keep rolling.
But I raised my boys to be young men. And however you feel about that, you feel about that. Right. But my boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open the door for a lady. They will always make sure that their mother is taken care and provided for. They will always be men. And that's always since they were 2 years old. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you're the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked every night, this alarm is on, you text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up.
Pause it right there. Let me explain that, because somebody can be like, well, y'all complaining when women say that, you know, we tell our sons that they son husbands because they the man of the house. When you put that burden on a little boy without instruction, without an example, yes, that is a son husband. What Anthony Mackie is talking about, he gave his son a checklist to go down. And I'm sure he does it when he's there. He just said, when I leave the house, I tell my 15-year-old son, you're the man of the house. Not while I'm here, but because I'm gone. You're the next man up. This is your checklist. You make sure these doors and windows are locked. You make sure your mama's good. You make sure your brothers are in order. It's simple. But the things that black men do in our fatherhood, and when we're in that walk, everybody acts like it's abuse. It's archaic. Something's wrong with us. This ain't the 1950s. We not putting up with what our grandmamas dealt with. All this other type of bullshit. So I'm glad to see that this brother that is a superstar is still standing on his square when it comes to fatherhood.
I love that. Because we're men. If I'm not there to protect, he got to be there to protect. Because you can have all the money in the world, climb through the window, that money means nothing. Right. You can have all the celebrity in the world, jump through the door, that celebrity means nothing. Yeah. So you got to have a little guard in there, you know? And so for me, it's always that idea of American masculinity is very different.
Bring it back on me. American masculinity is different. I know I may have a mixed audience. I don't know. Put black on top of that. Our responsibilities are going to look different. He still got to have that. His son 15, wait till he gets 16 and get that license. He's going to have that conversation about how to handle a traffic stop. Not only are you responsible for the household when I'm gone, when I'm not around, you're responsible for yourself. This is this transition period where his son is becoming a man and he's there to teach him. This is why black fatherhood is so important, whether you have boys or girls. Because that dynamic and structure that we set is going to carry that child on into adulthood and the rest of their life until they're in the position of a parent. But a lot of people don't want to see it like that. Again, we're just these evil tyrants that are abusive and trying to be white men. Let me get to y'all comments. Brother Malika says, well stated. Let me get BT. I didn't hit him with, he said there's no significance. I think that's what you said. Yeah. He said, ain't no significance. I just wanted to see what drop that amount will get me, and you let me down. Nah, bro, I didn't forget you. I just kept on rolling. I got you. Matter of fact, because I let you down, BT, I got you 2 times, dog.
Donations. 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 Gifts. Gifts. Gifts.
And one more time.
I got the money for the booty.
What?
I got the money for the booty.
Bring it back on me. You happy, BT? Did I make up for it, bro? Let's keep on going. Yeah, Gail says she hasn't worn wigs or weaves in a while, in years. Brother Malika says, Gail, please never put that crap back on, sis.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Gail says, I won't. The closest I would get to a weave are braids. I love my natural hair. Salute, sis.
You go, girl.
Let me see. Almanai says, it's some chasers. I don't know what that means. I don't know which video that was in reference to, but thank you. Blood Crow in the building. Been a good minute.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Blood Crow says, he ain't lying. Greetings to the chat and Brother Kofa. Salute, brother. Pedantic says, Mackie is a real one. Indeed. Felicia says, facts. Right on the bullseye. Appreciate it, sis. Brother Malika says, Anthony dropped gems. He did. And set the internet on fire. It was so many people upset in the comments. Blood Crow says, it's different. Broken Scissors came with $3.29. I got you, bro. Blood Crow says, it's different because a man gives directions to his son as it should be. Again, he's giving him not just word salad. His son, I'm sure, has seen him do the same thing. That's why he's able to give him the fucking checklist. Do what you see me do while I'm here. So while I'm gone, I don't have to worry about it. I know you've done it. That's your responsibility. Let's keep on going. BT says, I love the gems Mackie is dropping. Indeed. Almanai says, I want to know how he explained that gay makeout scene he did to his sons. I know in the did he do a gay makeout scene? I think it was in that in Black Mirror where he played like a female character and his boy was playing a male character. So I don't think they ever, him and another dude, it was like 2 different characters in them. Y'all have to watch Black Mirror. I told y'all I'm a sci-fi buff. I'm so excited. A new season is coming out. I'm gonna calm my ass down. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, Almond Eyes. BT with the $3.29 super chat. He says donations. I got you. Appreciate that again, good brother.
Donations. 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 Gifts. Gifts. Gifts.
And thick donations.
I'ma just bless her. I chew. Baby girl, you with the winners. How could you lose? Like her too. Many different flavors. How can I choose?
You running in the wrong direction, ma.
Appreciate that, BT. Let's keep on going. Oh, Gail hit back to back. $2 super chat for Sister Gail. She says donations ×3 for my YouTube nephew and Cash App. I got you.
These last $2.
And I'm gonna hit you with it again.
Donations. 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 Gifts. Gifts. Gifts.
Back on me, man. I appreciate y'all. I really do, man. Y'all have no idea. The love of just y'all being here. Let's see. My likes good. Y'all hitting the donation. Somebody that came back with, look, Messy Michelle. Look, stop the presses.
You go, girl.
Sister Messy in the building with the super sticker, $5. She says, pair character, lying on the side, raising his arms while saying, how's it going? Going pretty good, sis. Appreciate you stopping in. Let's keep on going. I appreciate that 5 spot, sis. Left off with Mackie. Now I want y'all to hear again. This is Randy Rosario from tonight's conversation. You know she left there, all the drama. Now she's over with Anton. But this is just some stupid ass shit she's saying. I'm gonna let her run her fat ass mouth like usual, and then I'm gonna come back with it.
Explain to me how y'all are worried about ending up like Aman when you guys don't have any of the assets that he have. Like, you haven't been in the NBA, you have not been married to a multimillionaire, your life has not been set up like that. You don't have any assets. So what is it that you're worried about? The idea that you're not committing to a woman because you are so concerned about her taking something from you is preposterous. The fact of the matter is, you have an issue with commitment. Cousins, what do y'all think about this?
Just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Shut up, bitch!
I'm gonna bring that back to her. Then I'm gonna read the caption down there.
Explain to me.
Shut up, Randy. So the caption says 70% of single men on social media say they've avoided starting a family because they fear they'll end up like Iman Shumpert. The brother down on the other comment says Iman Shumpert divorce is the main reason why I'm never getting married. You heard the bullshit that Randy was saying. Let me explain something to y'all, as I've had to do in person and on YouTube. No, we've not been in the NBA. No, we've not been in the NFL. That's why brothers are fucking protecting their peace and their assets. We don't have the type of money to break her off with millions and then still have millions or more left over and we're good. So if my little $80,000 is taken down by child support or alimony or whatever other incentive that the court deemed fit to my ex-wife, I'm still supposed to take care of her ass. How the fuck do I live? Y'all act like y'all don't get this fucking concept. Just fucking stupid. No, he's worried about the assets that he does have and losing those. I don't have fuck you money. Brother can make a good life. Once again, being Superman isn't enough. And then I have to go in and ask the fucking court, can I see my kids?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Somehow, some way, this shit makes sense to a married woman. She's a fucking married woman. This is why Randy Rosario annoys the fuck out of me. This is a married woman still talking like she fucking single. And there's so many women that be in these comments that agree with this bullshit. So the brother ain't beat this woman. Ain't nobody said he ain't never take care of his kids. And they're celebrating how much he got to break her off. She get to keep all her fucking assets before, during, and after the marriage. He still got to shell out fucking money because he's the man. Y'all love throwing that out there when a brother has to pay for something or be held accountable for something. So if you respected him as a man, wouldn't it be imperative for you to shut the fuck up and do what the fuck that man asks? But again, brothers, this is the same couple that was on Breakfast Club talking about not their open marriage, but how they would invite women into their marital bed. Stop that nigga shit. Stop the plantation activities, bro. It's not cute. I don't give a fuck how good dudes make it sound. I don't give a fuck. Y'all cool with these open marriages and all this other type of shit. But you mad at a brother. Put this shit back on me, goddamn. I ain't even got no motherfucking toothpick for this shit. You mad at a brother that gets a passport and goes overseas and either pay for play and have fun, or he does find a wife and don't bring his ass back. Some of y'all simple ass motherfuckers are sitting here in the States complaining about the president for the second fucking time. You had plenty of opportunity to leave from 2015 to now, and you didn't do shit to put yourself in a position to actually lead the fucking country. How in the fuck are you mad at brothers that can actually get and hold a passport and still moving around and finding their damn spots? I will never understand it for the life of me. And then we're still supposed to be Superman, which isn't enough. We see a brother that's working hard as a young man, doesn't have anybody to go to. We just saw an NFL star catch his soon-to-be wife cheating, breaks off the engagement. She puts hands on him. He gets arrested. By the grace of Allah,
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
the charges get dropped. Now we see Iman Shumpert getting broke the fuck off in divorce court, and everybody saying that he's in the wrong simply because he's a man. I don't remember Tiana Taylor coming out saying anything negative about him until maybe, what was it, today or the day before? Where she's talking about, oh, he's the one that leaked all the divorce information. I don't like all this attention, this, that, and the third. She wants him to go to jail for 20 days. I don't know if y'all saw that shit. She wants him to sit in the cell for 20 days so he learns his lesson. That's what she's asking from the court. Because she says that he leaked the... We knew y'all getting a divorce. What leak is there? This brother got to break off this bread. So whether he did do it, he says he didn't. His lawyer says he didn't. Whether he did it or he didn't. And when you cut on a goddamn camera in this day and age, you are fair game. Nobody gives a fuck about the average brother that's on camera. Nobody give a fuck about Kofa like that, for real. When I started posting my story on Facebook and Instagram about my son, it's a couple of brothers, not even talking about the sister's brother, said, you know that's your fault, right? This, that, and the third. Cool, I could have made a better decision. I didn't, but my son's here, and I'm fighting for him. But a lot of people don't give a fuck about that. So if you don't give a fuck about the average everyday brother, you can literally reach out and touch. Why in the fuck are we supposed to care about a celebrity? I'm just using that as an example, again, because Randy running her fucking mouth. Why are y'all guys so concerned, and why don't you want to get married? You've never been in the NBA. You didn't date this type of woman, this, that. Because we got to deal with bitches like you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
That's the fuck why. Whatever little piece of money I have worked for and earned, I'm not trying to give that shit up because of divorce. We're divorced, and like women have told us, you are ex for a reason, but I still got to take care of you like you my wife. If I got to pay child support and alimony, I still get to come over there 2 to 3 times a week and beat your fucking back in if I want to. You gonna open your legs up? Probably not. Because you are ex for a reason. You're my ex-husband. But again, had to put that in perspective. No matter the work that brother did and loving this woman all publicly and all that, whatever they did in their marital bed is their business. I just disagree with that shit. But loving this woman all in public, being this black Superman, and it still ain't fucking enough. Let me get to y'all comments before we cap off tonight. Where'd I leave off at? Let me scroll up. Because y'all was coming in here. Damn, where everybody? What the fuck? Messi and RBN, y'all speaking good. Malika says, if Randy's husband had any brains, he needs to leave her ASAP.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
She been talking crazy like that for a couple of years, and I guess his fool ass still there. Brother Blood Crow in the building says, do you blame men for not marrying? We lose everything when we get a divorce. All men do. Black, white, don't fucking matter. Again, we still got to care for these women as if they're still our wives. Brother Del Monte back at it. He says, but you ain't shit if you don't make the money that they expect.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Look, bro. Sister Messi says, we in these YouTube streets.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Brother Malika says, Randy is a married woman, but she's not a wife.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Indeed, good brother. Indeed. BT says, facts. Quiet Storm says, I'm never getting married in the U.S.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Blood Crow back at it. He says, Dr. T.S. Johnson talked about prenups to protect men. China is implementing laws to protect men finally.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
I was going to react to him and Dennis Sperling, Blood Crow. That's probably going to be next week. I'm going to try to put that together and get some more information in and holler at Doc and see if he wants to come on. BT says, all those toothpicks Mama Lex and I bought you and you ran up toothpicks already? Nah, bro, I still got them. I appreciate you. First time I went Super Saiyan and I got the name Toothpick Kofa. BT and Mama Lex bought me some toothpicks. So I appreciate y'all. Yes, BT, I still got them. It's plenty in here. I'm working through them slowly. I'm trying to calm the fuck down, but seeing shit like that, I should have had one tonight. Let's keep going. RBN says, Kofa, we got to get Black Superman just to get a whore and have the privilege to take care of some other dude's responsibility. Gotta love this dead ass black culture.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Del Monte says he was 2 minutes from a Super Bowl. Indeed. Through the fire, dropped 5 on me. He says, Kofa, you joined the secret society. All hell. The Illuminati. I'm not Illuminati, bro. But I just belong to the oldest fraternity on the face of the planet. We do our thing. Appreciate the 5 spot, good brother. There we go. And because I'm nasty, we're going to play it again.
I chew. Baby girl, you with the winners, how could you lose? Like her too, many different flavors, how can I choose?
You running in the wrong direction, ma.
Back on me. TJ, you stupid, bro. BT says, and Iman got to break off bread after his NBA career. That's going to hit differently.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Brother Malika says, Iman ignored the red flags in the beginning. She never liked him. Tiana stated that on Wendy Williams years ago when she first met him. Brothers, beware of the signs. If she doesn't like you, leave ASAP.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Gail says, did you check your Cash App? No, sis, but I will right now. Do. Y'all give me a second. Gail threw out the bat signal, so I got to pause for the calls. I appreciate that. Who hit me with it? Brother Greg hit me with a 20 bomb. I appreciate it, good brother. Quiet Storm hit me with a 20 bomb. And Sister Gail hit me with a 20 bomb. I appreciate all of you. Let's see. Let's just run these donations back to back to back. For the 20 bomb.
Let me borrow $20 to the mall.
2020 equals 50, so y'all held me down. 2020 equals 40.
I'm not
plus
giving
another
you $50.
Why?
No.
I'll take all the 20s, equal up to 60, almost close to 100, but I guess I'm poor.
I'm poor right now.
Yeah, you are.
One more.
Donations. Donations. Gifts.
And once again, because I done reached over 60 tonight.
I got the money for the booty.
What?
I got the money for the booty.
Back on me. I appreciate y'all. Gail, thank you for the heads up on the Cash App, sis. Excuse me. Look, the emoji says wrong song for Shorty running. Maybe. I don't know. I just enjoyed the view. Gail says that's for my YouTube nephew birthday. Damn it.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, my son's birthday is Monday coming up. So salute to Prince Crown. Kill Hall in the building. Says peace, brother Kofa. Peace to you, good brother. I appreciate you stopping in. Let's keep on rolling, y'all. We almost done. Speaking of being a black Superman, it's a lot of our stories that get lost throughout the family's history. Just in general, that's why I kind of started off with that older guy talking and some older gentlemen, you know, roughly around my age in their 30s, 40s, talking about the things that we go through, shrinking ourselves, people pleasing, all that. Nobody really sees the sacrifices that men are doing on a regular basis, which is why I did those other shows, The Unseen Man, a couple of weeks ago, probably like last month now. And it really does hit home when you have these realizations. And again, you realize why Granddaddy was sitting at the back of the house and somebody just got to bring him a plate. You realize why Granddaddy wasn't never in church with y'all, because that was the only day that he got off. We always hear grandmama, mama, auntie, sister stories. And we're going to cap off with not this video, but the follow-up. It's an old video, but I just want y'all to point that out I just want to point this out to you guys concerning being the Black Superman again. But this brother, I cannot remember his name. He a battle rapper out of St. Louis. I think he hung his mic up and now he do podcasting and different shit like that. So if y'all recognize the name, if you recognize the brother, drop the name in the chat for me. But he dropped some gems.
I don't know, man. That's on them. We not finna keep blaming. First off, we never question the mothers in the family. We never question them hoes. We don't know who they are. The man's story in all our family gets erased. You don't know. You don't hear the stories. We always praising this lady and this lady. Who was she? So none of our mamas was hood rats and hoes. They didn't have them then. So none of our mamas was our baby mamas that bust windows and hate us because we can't be with. That didn't happen.
I think that men take the brunt of like the blame when it comes to broken households in general.
Yeah, but we don't want to leave. Why the fuck we want to leave? We don't want to just get up and walk. But them hoes is a lot of time unbearable, man. It's like they're designed to lie and take advantage of you. It's like, nah.
I do, actually. I feel like because people that I know even have talked a lot about wanting to leave their household, even with families involved, because the person that they're living with, that they have to come home from a long day of work, is stressful. They rather sit in the car for hours before walking in the door. And after so much of that is just like, why am I continuously putting up with this when I'm
gonna pause it right there. I know a lot of brothers may sit in their car. When I was a younger dude coming up, I used to wonder why those older guys used to want to sit around after we got off work from the bank truck, and they would sit in the parking lot and we would just talk for like an hour, hour and a half. And I'd look up, I'd be like, man, I'm trying to get to the house. I'm trying to, get up with my boys and smoke or whatever the fuck. It wasn't until later when I realized them cats didn't want to go home. When you done had a long day starting at 6 o'clock in the morning and you don't get off until 5:30, then you sit around for another hour to an hour and a half, not at a bar, not at a cigar lounge. You don't even get out of your uniform. You're just in the work parking lot talking, because that was the only time they had any semblance of camaraderie and brotherhood, because they did not want to go home to their wives.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
And I mean this with black men and with white men. So it's something to what bruh is saying. We never hear that side of the story. By the time you hear the side of the story, that man is dead and gone. I have met, knock on wood, my father's still living. By the grace of God, I can sit down and still talk with him. But I've met so many brothers over the course of the last few years who have lost their father, and we'll be talking, and then he'll like drift off somewhere and he'll be like, bruh, I need him right now. And he don't have him. He's not getting them back. He's just now getting the side of the story because the auntie on that side of the family got tired of that shit and she getting older, and now he's a grown man, so maybe he can take it. And she started telling him the bullshit that his mother was doing to her brother. Sometimes it's on the same side of the story. I mean, the same side of the family as the mother. You remember when Kirk Franklin found out who his father was, he did 2-3 blood tests. The auntie that's been keeping the mama secret the whole time told her, girl, just go ahead and tell him. Now, both of them been lying to this grown-ass 50-something-year-old man his entire fucking life. And his daddy stayed around the goddamn corner.
But wait, it gets worse.
Y'all know when I hit that button. But there's brothers out here doing the work and don't nobody want to hear our story. This is why I started this channel. This is why I named the channel what I named it. Gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. We got to go through that healing process. It is ugly. You cut yourself. I think I was explaining this to Gail about the book. So the book is going to be coming soon. I'm still writing it, but it's called Scar Tissue. I used to be a good black man. But you cut yourself, you're going to bleed. Then when that wound starts to heal, guess what happens first? Got to stop bleeding. Then it starts to scab over. Then you forget the scab is there. You bump into something, rip the scab off. Now you got to start over the healing process. Then the scab finally goes away. When the scab is there, it's gonna itch, it's gonna burn, it's gonna feel weird. You may not have use of your hand or whatever you injured. Then when you finally healed up 100%, it still leaves a scar. It still leaves a mark. It leaves that reminder of I don't need to do this anymore. I don't emotionally want to go through this anymore. Mentally, I don't know if I can handle if this happened again. Oh shit, I'm just now finding out about this, about my father, about my uncle. He wasn't the weird uncle. He was the one actually trying to protect everybody from the weird uncle, but grandmama picked a favorite. That's why he stopped coming to Thanksgiving. Not because he was the one doing wrong. He was the one doing right. And we see how that goes in the black community. You Superman, but it ain't enough. And some brothers just choose to opt out. And people will say, oh, that's negative. You can't do that. Walking away, shutting down is just as toxic as screaming and yelling. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Brother, protect your goddamn peace. If you got to walk away from your family, including some of y'all fucking mamas, do that shit. Get the fucking passport. Go watch the sunrise in another hemisphere. The women be damned. They're going to be there. They're here. All that shit. There's plenty of women overseas that'll fuck up your life too. I just want you to get on a plane and go see what's out there in the world before you decide to stay in this fucked up ass country that y'all keep goddamn complaining about since we got a certain person in office. Because as soon as Biden got in office, y'all forgot all that other shit and we ran with all this DEI, and the black male was still on the bottom rung of the hierarchy in the black community and in society in general, period. Anyway, we don't tell a lot of our stories. That's where we're fucking up as men. Start telling your side of the story, bro. You know how much evidence and how much shit I got to get ready to take into court to fight to get custody for my son. I'm finna air his mama out. The gloves is fucking off. I done wrapped my shit in tape, dipped it in glue, and dipped it in glass. I got to go in there and fight for my boy and tell my side of the story. Which ain't shit but the truth, because I got date and timestamps of all those records. I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but I'm saying that to drive a fucking point home, bro. I ain't no different than y'all. We done all been through it. And I don't want to sound dismissive when I'm saying stuff about, complaining about the country or whatever the case may be. At the end of the fucking day, you still got to be able to walk by yourself. You still got to be able to handle shit. The same thing you've been giving the community and you've been giving the world, I'm going to keep fucking repeat it. The same thing you've been giving everybody else, bro. Start giving yourself. So you Superman, and it ain't enough for people. You be a badass Superman by your fucking self. He eventually found the Justice League. Even when him and Batman were bumping heads, he still found somebody he could call on. So you may start out alone in your superpowers, but along the path, you're going to start finding other people that's on your side and whose side you can be on in general. And y'all going to go on the same path. Let a lot of this other bullshit go. But again, a lot of our stories don't get told, and that bogs us down and we start shrinking ourselves.
Go be somewhere else by myself.
It's called manipulation.
And
now, we
that's the
talked
thing.
about this last night. Yeah.
But that's the thing is, like, manipulation comes into play when you start having attachments to people, when you start having things that you could hold over someone's head, like children. Baby mamas are notorious for that. Like, well, if you leave me, you'll never see your kids again. And a lot of men believe that because they assume that the woman has so much power, but they really don't.
Can I say this right quick? Hold on. Let me just say, I think in the black culture, the baby mama's an atom bomb, man. It's whatever the fuck she feel like. Ain't nobody gonna question her. Everybody gonna take up for the bitch. She ain't dirty and nothing. It's a loss for the baby daddy is gonna lose, and that's why I tell young niggas don't have no kids. It's gonna stop your life. Whatever that bitch does, they will aid it in the black community because they know for a fact you can give that bitch that much power. She can damage anything. She's gonna keep breaking the cycle because she's bitter, she's angry. So they give her that much power, and the men lose consistently. We're losing at a high clip because you niggas is trying to save them.
Speaking of women in power,
don't be that type of Superman trying to save their ass.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
We're gonna cap off with these next 3 videos back to back. Some of y'all probably seen this clip before. I just had to use it tonight from Ayala Saved My Life. But again, everything that brother on the screen just said about his story going to, or black men's story in the family going to the side, nobody ever hearing it, nobody ever understanding it, nobody getting it until way after the fact. This is exactly what this shit looks like in real time.
We're going to clean up the infection. We're going to tell the truth.
Father rejects apology after being falsely accused of molesting his own daughters. Look at the age of that man. Look at the age of the mother. Look at the background behind Ayala, and look at those grown adult women who believe this shit about their father because their mother put it in their head so long.
Mr. Monzel, in your lie detector test, you were asked, did you have any sexual contact with any of your 3 daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception.
Yes, thank God.
Pause it right there. Sister in the back says, thank God. Meaning, at one point in time, she was questioning that shit. She believed it. Because again, her mother did and said what the fuck she wanted to say about that man. He had to wait for a fucking TV show 30 some odd years, 40 some odd years later to sit in the same room with his daughters and be vindicated. Somewhat.
How does that feel for you? And that your daughters know it.
Well, I felt they always did know it.
You felt they always did know it.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't speak it because?
They didn't know no better. They wasn't told no different.
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories?
Go to number 2.
And said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. Then he asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive. So
that old 53-year-old man is doing everything in his power not to jump across and choke the shit out this lying ass woman. Do y'all know the damage? I know I'm talking to the right chat, but y'all know the damage of an accusation against a black man. No evidence, no maybe, just the accusation alone. And then to get some young children to buy into it and coach them and have them repeat what the fuck you say and believe it all the way up into adulthood. The anger, the disgust, the hurt, the pain is right there on that man's face, all at once.
Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true. So, Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monzel?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
And what
No goddamn accountability.
But wait, it gets worse. Is it that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling? Miss Yvonne, that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling. Miss Yvonne, you told the lie. It was a lie, and you told it. And you gotta own it.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it, Ma.
She's talking to her mother. I need you to say that to daddy, that you didn't rape your daughters. I need you to say it the way that you always used to tell us that. How long have they've been hearing this since children, since childhood. I know one of them in particular really believed it. The mother planted a seed. I watched this whole episode. The mother planted a seed and gave her a story to tell, and she was still believing it to the time she got on the fucking show. Daddy can't even be Superman around his daughters. So if anything befell them as they grew up and become young ladies and young women, He couldn't even be there to protect them behind the accusation, behind mama wanting control and a lie. And this is a old ass woman. And she still can't take accountability. So don't tell me what the fuck brothers ain't fucking dealing with day to goddamn day. And we dismiss this shit because it ain't on TikTok, because it's not on Instagram. And you wonder why brothers is running to these fucking platforms. Where the fuck else we gonna go? All these other media outlets throughout history have given a platform to women, then it shifted over to black women. And black men just left, men in general, left out in the fucking cold. But again, when white folks catch a cold, black folks catch pneumonia. So when it comes to these type of stories, you know black men at the bottom of the goddamn rung.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I apologize for accusing you of raping them. Please forgive me. You don't have to forgive her. You don't have to.
I cannot accept your apology because it's not sincere. Deep down, I know that you didn't believe that. You knew I had no sexual desires
for my children. That's where it cut off. I'm gonna bring it back on me. Let me get to y'all comments, man. Y'all was coming in here. I appreciate y'all. Where we leave off at. Pedantic said that thick donation, that was a lot of yams in motion. Twas. Like I said, speak on it, brother, with my little rant. Blood Crow says the internet changed life for black men in a positive direction. Thanks to brothers like you, T.S.on Johnson, Uncle Sperlin, and many more. Thank you for telling your story. I appreciate it. BT says, I used to sit in that car for hours too. Damn shame. Gail says, my mama was and still is toxic as fuck. She is not a person to highlight as the backbone or the glue holding the family together. Damn.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
But I appreciate when sisters in particular can see that in their mother. I know there's a black mother-daughter dynamic where they're always bumping heads type of thing. But when y'all are clear on, my mama did this, she did not do this, I appreciate it because those stories don't get told enough either. Del Monte says, no traffic. Gail says, I strive to live a life the complete opposite of my mother and raise my daughter differently as well. I want to be a mother she can be proud of.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Speaking of Kurt Franklin, Brother Malika says, Kurt Franklin mama ain't shit.
Knocks down another three ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
BT says, shit is an understatement for his mother. You're being too generous. Indeed, brother. Blood Crow says, get your passports, brother. The women love us in Greece. I will put that on the list. Thank you, good sir.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Indeed, for real, BT. BT says he's lucky she took the story on her show, especially given the time where it was so much. This is kind of like, I want to say late 2000s, early 2010s, when we started to see that curve where it was a lot of focus on black women and healing, and they went from the church conferences to business conferences. Then they started these spiritual healing journeys and all that jazz. This was around that time. So shout out to Auntie Ayala. I'm glad that she did bring the brother on to get this truth out there. However, he did have to sit with this 30, 40 fucking years. Who was there? Who believed his side of the story when he said, I didn't do it? And he still had to walk around being Superman, acting like it didn't faze him. Gail says, heartbreaking. Malika says, a damn shame. Pedantic said, ain't no damn way. Indeed, bro. Quiet Storm says, they want men's spaces to die. They want us to shut up and die. Gotta tell the truth. Keep fucking talking, bro. Keep fucking talking. This is part of the reason why I be raising so much hell. Like I said the other night, I know I'm vulgar. I might try to work on it, but at the same time, you can't be so goddamn concerned with the fuck I say and be overlooking what the fuck so many women are doing and what brothers are doing in a positive way, and you never speak on it. We are so unconcerned with actual actions in our community. We so concerned with words, and again, for the millionth time, this shit has permeated our politics and our religion. This how these shicey ass preachers get over. This how these lying ass politicians get over. This how these silver tongued dudes be running through y'all sisters, and then you want somebody to pick up the pieces and marry you and take care of the kids that this other man that made a family with you don't even want to take care of.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let's keep going. Gail says, nah, she stole my father. Speaking of her mother, stole my father from me, and he passed away 3 years after he found me. I will never forgive her for that. God almighty. Again, I'm so thankful. As rough as a ride as it's been with me finding my son, I'm thankful I got him at 2 instead of 22. But that wraps up tonight. Thank you all for the super chats, the super stickers, the cash apps. Let me see where I'm at. There we go. Had to make sure it was still up and running. But thank y'all. I did want to just hash this out. I hope these clips and what I said serve y'all well. Take it with you in health. Share it. Have these conversations. Stop being quiet, brother. Start telling your side of the story, dog. Stop running from that shit. Stop keeping the fucking secrets. It's so much more. Again, when I tell y'all the full story, the rest of the story with my ex, my son's mother, that shit'll blow your mind. The heaven and earth I done tried to damn move for this woman. Again, being Superman wasn't fucking enough. But again, I thank y'all for being in here. As always, I will catch y'all over the weekend. Probably a little quick impromptu live. I don't have a date set up. Don't have a time set up. Me and Crown are going to be rolling. Let them get, used to the house, see the neighbors, all that other jazz. But I will officially introduce him to y'all while he's up here chilling with me. Again, appreciate all the love. As always, I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Tell your fucking side of the story, bro. Peace.